Hi everyone, I'm Sarah and this is Budget Sew, where we create stylish, fashionable looks as inexpensively as possible. Today I'm going to show you my Vogue sewing pattern haul from simplicity.com. If you like this video, please subscribe to Budget Sew and follow me on social media at Budget Sew. Just a quick note before we get started, today I'm wearing Vogue 8992. The link to the video with that dress is right here at the top of the screen. There was a sale on Vogue patterns on the Simplicity website, and all Vogue patterns were $5.99. These patterns were such a great price because they usually sell for $25 to $36, so I stocked up. The first pattern is Vogue 9236. This is a very easy Vogue from 2021. It's a fitted dress with a back zipper and has front and back released pleats. The chart on the back of the pattern envelope indicates that this pattern flatters all figures. The recommended fabrics are medium weight linen, crepe, challis, and jersey. 2 yards of 1/2 inch single fold bias tape, one 22-inch zipper, and one hook and eye are required for this project. This would be great as a summer dress, but also as a pinafore dress in the fall or winter. I might make it up in a lightweight wool. I have some green gabardine wool that I bought at the Salvation Army, and then I'll wear it with a turtleneck underneath. The next pattern is Vogue 1844 that was published in 2021. This lined fitted dress has epaulets and center front banding with button trim, 3-piece set-in sleeves with cuff detail, patch pockets, and an invisible back zipper. There are separate pattern pieces included for A, B, C, and D cup sizes. The suggested fabrics are wool crepe, gabardine, linen, and the lining from lining fabric. This dress looks so sharp, 70s style. I love the contrasting center front banding and epaulets. I would love to make this up in a navy blue with white as the contrast and gold buttons to finish it off. I love this pattern so much that I bought one copy for my mom and one for myself. Then there's Vogue 1736. This fitted line jacket has raglan sleeves and a front that folds over into a collar. The fitted line dress has a back zipper closure, front and back darts, as well as neck darts. The recommended fabrics are medium weight woolens, gabardine, and crepe. One snap is required for view A and one 22-inch zipper and hook and eye closure for view B, the dress. I love the jacket in this pattern. I'm going to make it up and wear it with this dress as well as other dresses that I'm making. For example, I can pair it with Vogue 9236, the dresses with the front and back released pleats. The next pattern is Vogue 1919, a full-length dress with belt by Badgley Mishka. The fitted line dress has a round neckline with purchase beaded trim. The bodice has side, front, and back seams, shoulder flounces with horsehair braid, thread carriers, an invisible back zipper, a hook and eye closure at the back of the neck, and a finished narrow hem. The dress includes a matching belt with a covered buckle. The required notions are one 22-inch invisible zipper, one skirt hook and eye closure, 4.5 yards of 1-inch horsehair braid, one 1.5-inch buckle to cover, and 1/2 yard of 1-inch beaded trim. This is such a beautiful pattern. The back of the pattern has a figure flattery chart which shows a triangle and an hourglass. The triangle means that this pattern will flatter small busts and or narrow shoulders with full hips and thighs. And the hourglass is equally balanced on the top and bottom with a trim waist. I'm a little hesitant to make up this dress due to the figure flattery chart, but if I do, I think I might make it out of a more casual fabric, like a polyester, somewhat like a toile. Then there's Vogue 1724 from 2021. This close-fitting through the bust dress has princess seams, 3-piece sleeves, narrow hems, length variations, and an invisible zipper. The recommended fabrics are crepe, jacquard, and ponte knit. I like the longer dress with the long sleeves, and I can imagine it in a deep green or navy blue. This pattern reminds me of why I started buying Vogue patterns when I first started sewing. I love the unique shape of the pattern pieces. I feel that they're more complex and there's more of them, and I enjoy the challenge as well as the finished product. Then I have a Vogue Easy Options dress pattern from 2021. It's Vogue 8766. I'm quite sure that this pattern was published long before 2021 because I can remember seeing this pattern in the Vogue catalog when my mom and I both worked in London. I checked the Sewing Pattern Review website and there was a post from 2011, so this pattern is an oldie but a goodie. The lined dress has underlined bodice variations and a narrow hem. Views A, B, and C are close-fitting with a boned bodice and princess seams. Views A and C are strapless. View B has shoulder straps and a ruffle. Views A, B, D, and E have a straight skirt. Views D, E, and F have a fitted bodice, French darts, and a scoop neckline. View D is sleeveless and is shown with a purchase belt. Views C and F have a flared skirt and purchase ribbon for the belt. View E has long sleeves, and View F has 3/4 length sleeves. Views E and F have a pleated sleeve cap, and all garments are cut on the crosswise grain of fabric. The suggested fabrics are lace, eyelet fabric, lightweight linen, and satin, and the underlining and lining from lining fabric. I've been eyeing this pattern for years, so I scooped it up. This next pattern is gorgeous. It's Vogue 1907 from 2022. This fit and flare dress has a cowl neckline, long set-in sleeves with gathers, bust darts, an empire waist seam, a bias cut lower front and back, stitched hems, and length variations. This pattern is designed for two-way stretch knits with 50% cross-grain stretch, such as cotton spandex, nylon spandex, and ponte knit. I like the empire waist on this dress, but I may lower it an inch or two because of my fuller bust. I also like the higher shoulder seams on this dress. This is something that I look for when buying dresses and top patterns. The higher shoulder seam ensures that the back is narrower, which is a better fit for me. I like the striped fabric of View A cut on the bias for the lower half. It looks like chevrons. Then there's Vogue 1836 from 2021. This lined coat is loose fitting through the bust and waist, has a decorative top button, a snap front closure, shoulder pads, raglan sleeves, welt pockets with flaps, and length variations. View B is the glam version with the contrast upper collar and sew-on rhinestones. The suggested fabrics are wool flannel, gabardine, and tweed. The contrast for View B in piqué and satin, and the lining from lining fabric. This coat is so elegant, and I have a thing for raglan sleeves lately. Right now I'm sewing a Berta style jacket with raglan sleeves from 2019. I'm using my safari print fabric for this. Then there's Vogue 9264, a very easy Vogue pattern for knit, fit, and flare dresses. This close-fitting dress has front and back princess seams and length variations, including above the knee and ankle length. This pattern is designed for four-way stretch knits only, such as cotton spandex, rayon spandex, and stretch velvet. There are no notions required for this make. Now, I wasn't thrilled with the artwork on the pattern envelope, but I felt that it looked much better in the photographs on the Simplicity website. It was made up in two different fabrics. One appears to be a crushed stretch velvet, and the other a rayon spandex floral print. The photographs and line art are what pushed me to purchase this pattern. The next pattern is Very Easy Vogue 9278, a slip style dress with a back zipper. This close-fitting lined dress has length variations above and below the knee and includes separate pattern pieces for A, B, C, and D cup sizes. It has spaghetti straps and a back zipper. The figure flattery chart indicates that this dress will flatter all figures. The suggested fabrics are crepe back satin, challis, and georgette. One 12-inch zipper and one hook and eye are required for this project. I love this pattern because it reminds me of a dress that my mom made for me to wear to a dance when I was a teenager. I wore it exactly like View A with the top underneath. This pattern reminds me of the 90s, the Spice Girls, and wonderful times. I think that Victoria Beckham wore a lot of these dresses. The final pattern is Vogue 1971, a coat in 5 lengths. The lined fitted coat has a double-breasted button or snap closing, princess seams, and shoulder pads. View A has a contrast upper collar, and View E has a contrast fake fur upper collar. The recommended fabrics are flannel, gabardine, and tweed. View E's contrast collar may also be made with faux fur. All views require shoulder pads, and View A and B have 4 1.5-inch buttons and 4 3/4 snaps. Coats C, D, and E require 6 3/4 snaps. Also for views D and E, 6 1.5-inch buttons. I love that this coat comes in 5 lengths so that I can make a dress and coat in the same length to match. I love when a coat is the same length as the dress, just like Catherine, Princess of Wales wears. Just gorgeous. Since my Vogue pattern haul has been all dresses and coats, I thought I'd show you a few more. The 3rd issue of 2023 of Nay Trends has so many wonderful dress and coat patterns. For example, on page 12 is a dress with a tie belt, 3/4 length sleeves, a round neckline, and a back zipper. I love the green color of the silky jersey fabric that they chose for this dress. It pairs perfectly with the tweed coat. The wool coat has dropped shoulders, 2-piece sleeves with tabs, and slanted pockets with flaps. I just love this combination. Then on the next page is a red dress in pleated bamboula with jersey lining, a faux wrap bodice, flared skirt, and ruffled waist. I wasn't sure what bamboula fabric was, so I looked it up. It's a soft fabric with a very special wrinkled effect. It's 100% cotton with a without ironing effect, fresh, light, and with drape. It's a versatile and elegant fabric suitable for all types of spring-summer garments. Now, this dress is layered with a wrap coat made from wool with welt pockets, lapel collar, loops at the waistline, and a tie belt. Another great pairing. Then on page 17, there's a short ivory colored dress. Made of matte crepe satin, this dress has side panels, raglan sleeves, and a pencil skirt with a back slit. The coat is made of mottled wool, has front darts, pocket flaps, 2-piece sleeves, and a lapel collar. The final coat and dress combination includes a satin pearl dress. The pleated wrapped bodice is cut at the waist with flared raglan sleeves and a pleated skirt. The red coat, made of polyester wool, has welt pockets, two-piece sleeves with tabs, and a lapel collar. I hope you enjoyed my Vogue sewing pattern haul from simplicity.com. Subscribe to BudgetSew for more great videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.